Amber Heard told a Virginia courtroom and the world that Johnny Depp physically and sexually and emotionally abused her for years. She said her then husband sexually assaulted her with a vodka bottle, that he hit her in the face after she asked him a question about his tattoo, called her countless vicious names, and threatened her sister. Amber Heard cried on the stand and asked the jury to stand up to Johnny Depp, the powerful man, as she called him. Instead, after a 7-week trial, then 13 hours of deliberations, the jury unanimously sided with each of Johnny Depp's claims against his ex-wife and ordered her to pay him millions.
Do you find that Mr. Depp has proven all the elements of defamation? Answer, yes. Question, the statement was false. Answer, yes. Question, the statement has a defamatory implication about Mr. Depp. Answer, yes.
Depp sued Amber Heard for $50 million over an opinion piece she wrote in the Washington Post back in 2018 at the height of the Me Too movement. In it, she called herself a victim of domestic violence, but never named Johnny Depp directly. For Depp's portion of the suit, the jury had to consider 3 different phases of that article. The first, I spoke up against sexual violence and faced our culture's wrath. That has to change. Amber Heard claims she didn't even write that line. Her legal team said it was added in the digital copy of the article. But Depp's team argued that when Heard retweeted that piece, she essentially approved it. The jury ruled that was defamation. Next, they had to consider the phrase, then 2 years ago, I became a public figure representing domestic abuse, and I felt the full force of our culture's wrath for women who speak out. Defamation again. And finally, I had the rare vantage point of seeing in real time how institutions protect men accused of abuse. Also defamation, according to the jury. Heard countersued Johnny Depp for $100 million. The jury once again forced to consider 3 different claims. They found only one was defamatory. It came from an article in the Daily Mail from April of 2020. It's a reference to the alleged penthouse incident in which Johnny Depp's lawyer claimed Amber Heard intentionally trashed their home and blamed it on her ex-husband. The jury ruled that was a defamatory statement. In the end, the jury awarded Johnny Depp $10 million in compensatory damages and another $5 million in punitive damages. But the judge reduced the $5 million to the Virginia state maximum of $350,000. The jury also ruled Johnny Depp will have to pay $2 million back to his ex-wife. So in total, that means Amber Heard will have to pay $8,350,000 to Johnny Depp. Outside the courthouse, it was a circus. People crowded around since early this morning waiting for that verdict. There's even a novelty pirate ship parked outside the front entrance. Neither Johnny Depp nor Amber Heard spoke on camera or have spoken on camera since the verdict. They both issued statements earlier today. CNBC's Christina Partsinevelos is here with those. Christina?
Shep, Heard said she was disappointed and saddened by the ruling. She was expressionless in court today as the verdict was read, looking down for most of it. Her statement read in part, "The disappointment I feel today is beyond words. I'm heartbroken that the mountain of evidence still was not enough to stand up to the disproportionate power, influence, and sway of my ex-husband. I'm even more disappointed with what this verdict means for other women. It is a setback. It sets back the clock to a time when a woman who spoke up and spoke out could be publicly shamed and humiliated. It sets back the idea that violence against women is to be taken seriously. I'm sad I lost this case, but I am sadder still that I have seemed to have lost a right I thought I had as an American to speak freely and openly." Johnny Depp was not in the courtroom today. He was actually spotted at a bar in England. His lawyers say he's in the UK for a previously scheduled work commitment, but in a lengthy statement, Depp wrote in part, "The jury gave me back my life, or gave me my life back. I am truly humbled." He went on to say, "The goal of bringing this case was to reveal the truth regardless of the outcome. Speaking the truth was something that I owed to my children and to all those who have remained steadfast in the support of me. I feel at peace knowing I've finally accomplished that." Adding, "I also hope that the position will now return to innocent until proven guilty, both within the courts and in the media." And lastly, the best is yet to come and a new chapter has finally begun. But will that new chapter include the big budget films Depp built his career on? That remains to be seen, Shep.